Hello action figure fans, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the Marvel Legends Leader from 2020. This is part of the Gamerverse Abomination Build-A-Figure wave in 2020. I bought this in the store in 2020. It comes in a very nice window box where we can see the action figure and the accessories that it comes with. Here is the top of the box. There is the bottom of the box. One side of the box, the other side of the box, and the back shows a picture of the figure and a mini biography, the Abomination Build-A-Figure, all the other action figures in this wave, and some more manufacturing information. So I will open this up and review the action figure in just a moment. Here is the leader. Let's see how tall this action figure is. According to the tape measure, a little bit less than 6 3/4 inches tall, or a little bit less than 17 centimeters tall. So he's a little bit taller than most, but that's just because of his head. He has a big head there. So this is an interesting looking action figure, well, especially the head. He has a very, very big bulbous head because he's super smart. He is the leader. So I do like the head sculpting here. Just looks big. Lots of, wow, a big forehead there. Lots of hair in the back. Facial features look okay. It's a very colorful outfit. I'm sure he looked like this at some point in the comic book. Although I think the leader has had some different outfits throughout the years in the comic books. But this is a nice choice. Here's an extra harness, extra plastic piece that is put on the body here, and an extra belt that is attached to the waist above the waist, and sculpted muscles, the hands and gloves, sculpted muscles on the legs, and painted boot there. Peg holes on the heels of the feet there, and the sculpted details go on the back, and not a whole lot of paint details on the back. So pretty simple design, but that's okay. Let's take a look at the articulation. So we can look very far up, look down a bit, turn side to side. There's some head tilting there. At the shoulders, there's no butterfly joints. So we can go out this far. There's soft ratcheting in the joints. We can go all the way around. So that is working. There's a bicep cut. So that is working. That is working. And there are double jointed elbows. So very impressive. So very impressive there. And at the wrists we can turn. So that's working. And then there's a hinge at the wrist. So that is working. And that is working. There's an abdomen crunch there. Move down that far. Go back that far. And the waist twist. There's ratcheting in the joint there. And we can do the splits about that far. And kick forward that far, kick back just a little bit, kick forward, and kick back a little bit. There's an upper thigh cut, so that is working. And that's working. And then double jointed knees. Very nice. There we go, very nice. And I think the knees are slightly more pliable, kind of plastic in the middle there. There is no boot cut here. At the ankles, we can go down and go up very far. Very nice. And there's ankle pivot. So that is working on both sides. So all of the joints are working for me very nicely. Now, I should note that it is a very hot day. It's a hot summer day. So with all the warm air, maybe that is making all the joints more pliable and easier to work with. I'll have to try this. I'll have to use this action figure again in the winter to see if the cold air makes any difference with how the joints work. So I'm just very happy about how all the joints are actually working, although they're a little bit loose. And it does take a little bit of work here just to make sure it is balanced correctly. So it's looking pretty good there. Here is the leader next to a pair of 4-inch action figures. On the right is an adventurer from an Animal Planet set I reviewed a while ago. And on the left is the Fortnite Jonesy action figure by Jazzwares. Here is the leader next to a 6-inch action figure on the left. The Fortnite Legendary Series Havoc action figure by Jazzwares. And a 7-inch action figure on the right. The Masters of the Universe Masterverse He-Man action figure by Mattel. Here is the leader next to the Marvel Legends Mr. Fantastic, released by Hasbro in 2020. Mr. Fantastic was part of the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure. The leader is part of the Gamerverse Abomination Build-A-Figure wave. And it looks like these two action figures have identical body, except for the hands. The leader has gripping hands, while Mr. Fantastic has fisted hands. Also, the boots or the feet are a little bit different. Mr. Fantastic has extra spikes on the toes of his boots there, and it looks like the leader has ordinary feet, and their heads are obviously different. Also, the leader has some extra plastic parts for the belt and the harness, and the bodies are painted differently, but I think the bodies are pretty much the same. The HammerTron Sledgehammer rating for the leader action figure is pretty good. I'd like to rate it higher, but it's a Hasbro product, and as of 2023, Hasbro has not been doing very well. But this action figure was released in 2020, and it's been in a package for about 3 years, and I pulled it out today, and I've been working on it, you know, being gentle, of course. And it is a warm summer day, so all of the joints are working very nicely. I'll have to try this action figure again during the winter time to see if it's a little different in cold air. But all the joints worked for me the first time around, worked properly, and felt pretty good in my hands. So I'm pretty happy with this action figure. Also, I think it looks pretty good. I'm not sure it looks exactly like the comic book version, but it seems to be close enough for my purposes. So, altogether, pretty nice action figure. Thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this action figure, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.